Well, hi folks, and welcome back to my played-by-email game of Strategic Command. And let's move on and see what moves a taxman made. Okay, down in Egypt. Yep. I suspected he'd use some air power from there. Ouch! Is he going to get that battleship? No, don't go that way! Oh, no. Ah, oh, crud. Of course he's got his CVs down there. No, 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 no. Go away, battleship. Oh! Okay, that makes sense to bring his armor forward. Yeah. That's okay. I've just reinforced there, but yeah. I think with my fleet, I'm just going to have to... I think I might just have to pursue... If I pursue his battleship and his CVs, they're further away from that bomber that he had in Egypt. So if I can get rid of the CV, that would be enormous. Yeah, and it's just moving back towards Belgrade. So, yeah, the Andrea Doria battleship was sunk and the Polar heavy cruiser was sunk. So that was, yeah, tit for tat there. I took out a battleship and cruiser of his, a heavy cruiser of his, and he did the same to me. Okay, so let's just get rid of that summary. Oh, and Malta hinders Axis supply in the Med as usual. Ah. Okay, so intelligence reports there's a fighter spotted in Exeter. Yeah, we know he's got plenty there. Tactical bomber in Cambridge. And look, it's snowing all over Northern Europe. It's gotta, yeah. Okay, well, the intelligence is telling me at least where they are, I guess. Okay, we have a decision to make. So in order to assist our Italian allies in North Africa, it is recommended that we send some German forces to be known as Deutsches Afrika Korps to deal with the British. Excellent, this is what I've been waiting for. If successful, this formation could spearhead the way for an advance into Egypt and beyond. If you say yes, then a full-strength headquarters and the following half-strength units will deploy at Benghazi. An infantry corps, anti-tank, reconnaissance, artillery, tank, fighter and tactical bomber units. They will arrive with full research for a cost of 500 MPPs at 100 MPPs a turn for 5 turns. Would you like to form the Afrika Korps for service in North Africa? Absolutely yes. So, yay, the Afrika Korps arrives in Libya. And here they come. So unfortunately, yeah, I've got to spend a turn reinforcing those units to bring them up to full strength. And that's going to soak up a lot of MPP. And one of our subs, the U114, has arrived. So let's just place that sub. And kind of want it. Let's get it into a port. There we go. Because as usual, the new unit arrives with 50% morale. And I don't know if that one has already been upgraded. No, it hasn't. So I'm going to need to also upgrade that sub. Okay, so let's start off with the Navy as usual. And heck, it's okay, snowing over France. So yet again, my air power is unusable. It never seems to snow or rain over Britain over winter. That's I think this has been 3 turns in a row. Yeah. It would be nice for his air power to be disabled for a turn, wouldn't it? Okay, anyway, so before I do anything else, I'm actually going to go to do some upgrades. So I think I've got some upgrades to do on the destroyers. Certainly that destroyer, that's the Z2. I'm putting the anti-aircraft on that. Now, it has been commented to me by somebody that the anti-aircraft isn't necessarily that great, but I think it will. It's cheap at 9 MPP, and I think any help I can get against his air power will be useful. So that's the 2 destroyers anti-aircraft upgrading. I've got, I think, advanced subs to add to one of these subs. Now, where's, I think it's U30. Oh, it's 35. Oh, what am I thinking? It'll be the U30 was a little one that we've nursed all the way back here. So I'm going to upgrade that one to advanced subs. So that allows me to at least know which vessels I can't do anything with this turn. Now, my plan is to try and get the bulk of my navy into the North Sea. I'm going to try and kind of build them up over here somewhere, and then I'm going to try and tackle the fleet he has over off the east coast of Scotland. That's my plan. So I've already got these over here, which I'm just going to leave in port for now. What I'm wary about is bringing anything through this cruiser and this cruiser through the channel. Well, this one should be okay, but he did have a sub here, and he's obviously using it, I think, to screen, so he can see if I move a vessel through here. Now, maybe just moving just one cruiser through might not alert him to it, but I think I don't want to alert him at all. So I need to be very careful. So I might bring this cruiser out. Let's just zoom out a little bit here. I might bring the cruiser out and just do a very long route around the north. Now, if I put it into cruise mode, it can actually go quite some distance. Now, how far can that go? Wow, I mean, it really can. I have to zoom back in again. It really can go quite far. So it may only take a couple of turns to really bring it around. It's going to take me a couple of turns to bring my fleet into position anyway. So I think that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to take that chance. Now, I know he's got vessels here, but he may also have a few scouting out here. So I need to be very careful with the approach I take. And I'll probably check if that sub is there first of all, actually. So let's just move this sub up. Oh, it's got a sub over there now. Okay, so he's moved it. Okay, but I'm not... Yeah. I'll put that sub back. Now, because my destroyer's all the way over here and I've just done the upgrades on them, I can't use them. So I'm not going to tackle that sub, and I can't attack it, obviously, with my air power. So yet again, I am kind of crippled. Now, I don't believe this cruiser can do anything to it. Can I actually bring this cruiser along the coast? Yeah, I can. And he won't necessarily know what's going on. I'm hoping he won't see this hex. No, he probably will, because that's the only sea hex next to Britain. So he will see if I bring this cruiser through here. That's kind of frustrating. And I don't believe the cruiser... What anti-submarine does the cruiser have? Let's have a quick look at the properties. It doesn't have any anti-submarine warfare, and it's got no attack value against the sub. So there's absolutely no point trying to attack the sub with that cruiser. I'm just actually going to bring the cruiser through. Hug the coast. Oops. Let go there. Hold on. Oh no, I didn't. There it still is. And let's just bring it all the way up to here. In fact, I'm going to put it into cruise mode and do that. That way I can get it to go a much greater distance. And I think I'll just bring it through to here for now. Bring it to where the rest of my fleet is, and just start bringing them over to there. I'm going to bring this battleship over. Again, unfortunately, it's going to see this, I think. But I don't think I've really got much choice. I need to do this. Okay, let's just get my battleship over there. Now, as for the rest, I can go... I can't put that into silent mode because I already did the scouting. So I think this cruiser I'm going to have to put into cruise mode, and I'm going to try and kind of just bring it down away from where I think his fleet might be. Bring it across. Just desperately hope he hasn't got anything out here. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Let's just kind of come all the way over here. And I'm not going to stop next to one of the convoy lines, because then it will start raiding it. And he'll know where I am. So I think I'm just going to Bring it all the way over to there, I think. Oh, let's hope he doesn't bump into anything. Okay, that's good so far. Let's do the same with this sub. Put it into hunt mode first and then cruise mode. Bring it down here. And do a similar thing. Okay, all right. As for this sub, I think I'm just going to leave this sub here for now. Because if it does do any kind of searching around the coast, I'm going to put it back. I'm going to put it into this port. Yeah. Because I want him to kind of see I've still got a vessel in port around here, so he doesn't I don't know, I'm trying to trick him to think I'm not moving my fleet up as I am doing. So let's put that sub back into hunt mode. And let's just kind of start moving these up into a vicinity I want. So I'm just going to get that sub up there. Oh! Ah! Found one of his subs, but my destroyers have just been upgraded, so I can't use them. Blast, okay. So he now knows I've just moved a sub through there. So this sub I will bring through the Keeler Canal, and then we'll bring it up through this route. And this cruiser, I think it will just start by bringing it up to there. Let's just start moving them up. I think that's all of my fleet. Now what, in terms of production, 3rd of January, so next turn I'll have another sub. Which will be useful. I really could do with another the battleship to replace and a destroyer to start replacing the losses I've been having. Okay, I think that's about all I can do with my fleet at the moment. As per usual, his sub is safe, which is very annoying. Right, down here on air power, and now I need to get all this air power attached on HQ. I've been having some good chats. Thank you very much for everybody's comments on all of this and your advice. Apparently there is a combat and readiness bonus associated with being attached on HQ, so I need to get this air power attached. So I'm going to detach. I'm not going to detach the fighter there, but I need to attach that, and yeah, it's too many. So for now, I think I'm going to detach that fighter, attach that bomber, bring the HQ much closer, and so hopefully next turn I can attach it to that tactical bomber and get this group all under this HQ's control. And this HQ I want to bring down, oh, just sorry about that, let's just get that army out of the way. We'll bring the HQ down a bit closer. Oh, hang on. I want to attach the fighter to it before I do the movement. And let's just attach frontline units here and detach the ones further back, because if he does do any air bombardments, he's likely to attack these at the front. So let's give these a bit of HQ support. That's all I can do there. So let's bring the HQ down to there. Okay, so that's all but one of my air power attached, and I think I might just move this one back one hex to get a little bit closer to the HQ. Yeah, I can't do the attachments after I've moved. Okay. So that's about all I'm going to do there. So let's let's move on down to Italy and let's move over to Yugoslavia. Now I really did attack prematurely here. I'd forgotten I hadn't upgraded these German units, which are actually at their base level. So I need to just take a pause for breath and do those upgrades, because then they'll be able to really do some damage to the Yugoslavians. So while these are off the front line, I'm going to just do those upgrades. This one is on the front line, so I can't upgrade it. What's the upgrade on that one? Anti-aircraft. I don't need that at the moment. So let's just kind of bring the Italians up. Can I get the army there? Yes, I can. Okay, that gets rid of the zone of control of that unit, which means I can bring the armor all the way through. I'm going to bring that core up. Didn't do anything, but at least that unit has now no entrenchment. So let's it's a shame that's all I can do in terms of the damage. Let's see if I can bring this core up. Nothing. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. So we'll just keep moving forward with the Italians. And this German unit again, 0-0. That's frustrating because he'll just reinforce that next turn. See, if I'd had the upgrades on these infantry units, I could probably have taken it this turn. So let's move. Let's do this. I would like to upgrade this unit next turn. So I need to move it off of the front line. So I'm actually just going to move it back one. Unfortunately, it does mean I can't bring my HQ forward, which means the supply level for that armor is going to be a problem. Though the forecast says it will be 6, I don't know. The predicted. Can it draw a line of supply through an enemy unit like that? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Although 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So yeah, I don't know. It's saying it should be 6, so maybe 6 or 5. If I bring it forward, he could attack me, but it's only got a strength of 2. Yeah, I'm going to bring it forward. I really don't think it's going to be able to do anything against that HQ, and it allows me to get better supply for the army here. So if I do the supply check now, yeah, it's showing much higher, too high than it was before. I really want to keep that armor in supply. That's going to be a big thrust down here. So I think I've got a similar thing with the Hungarian units here, and that I didn't I really should have just finished upgrading and reinforcing all of these. This was a really foolish move and one I do not recommend doing. So yeah, he's still got a unit in Belgrade and he's just moved one back here, so there's no point trying to rush in. I really should have just held off. I don't need mobility, but let's get. And I can hold off on anti-air for now because I just want to keep my points conserved. It's the infantry weapons I really need. So this unit's okay. So let's just move it forward and keep it on the road system. This unit would be nice to upgrade and reinforce, but I need the supply levels to be kept up. So I need to bring that forward. Now the Italians down here have no HQ, so supply is just an absolute mess. You know, that's already just that's in a supply of 5, and that's about as good as it gets. So I'm not going to go anywhere with these guys. I am just going to, I think, put the army back into Tirana and make sure that he doesn't try and sneak anybody in there. You just never know. So I'll leave those two there like as if they're garrisons. Okay, I'll come back to Romania after North Africa, I think. So I think that's about all I can do in Yugoslavia. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I should actually be... Let's take that down. That will give us a little boost on MPPs, I think. Right. North Africa. So we need to continue with reinforcing these units down here. So I've kind of already been through offline, calculated what I thought I could cope with, but I'm not sure if I've actually followed through on what I did in Yugoslavia in terms of reinforcements and upgrade spending. So I'll see what I've got left once I do what I'm going to do here. I'm going to leave the recon for the moment, but I am going to reinforce the core. Also going to reinforce the fighters. You can see the points are just flying away. And the tactical bombers. It's 86. Ouch. That leaves me with 50. Yeah, the artillery is one I would like to do right now. 35. That leaves me with 15 MPP. Wow. Okay. I'm going to hold on to that 15 for now, and I'll maybe just throw a little bit at these units after I've completed the turn. So let's see what else we're going to do. This unit here is, I'm going to actually retreat. I completely overextended my lines here. Supply is a disaster. As you can see, Tobruk is down to 1, and that's because of the effect, I believe that's because of the effect of Malta, his disruption of my supply through here. But I haven't got a hope with the units I have to actually start trying to take Malta, so I'm just going to have to suck it up. What I'm going to do is just retreat these units back and hopefully get them into a bit of a better supply position. Yeah, I'm going to bring that unit back there. This unit needs to go back as far as he can. I can't force march him because it's so weak. So I'm going to move my air power back. Yeah, I'm going to move those back. I'm going to get this back as far as I can. Bring this army. Yeah, this, see, I would just keep losing points. Yeah, I'd whittle him down a little bit. But he's just going to keep reinforcing it. So it's just a case of attrition. And the Italians don't have enough MPPs to fight a war of attrition. What I am going to do, I think, is I'm just wondering whether to bring my armor out to here and move the army back there. Or leave the armor there. The armor is entrenched at 1, so but it's in a town and it's not the best place for armor. I think, but they get I think there's if infantry attack armor in a town, there is a negative defensive bonus, if you know what I mean. There's kind of negative effect there. So I'm actually going to bring the armor out and put the army back there. And the core, I'm actually just going to leave this in a straight line, I think. If I bring it back, it leaves him multiple faces to attack my armor with. Well, it gives him 3 faces instead of the 2 he currently has. So I'm going to leave that as is. What's Italy's MPP is like? 194. I'm actually going to bring that air unit there. Get it all closer to the HQ. So what's the predicted supply like? 877. So I'll be able to reinforce the air power next turn because they've got good supply. These will be down at 5 and that core will be at 4. So should I move that core back 1 anyway? I think I might, just for the supply perspective. I think that's what I'm going to do. If he really puts a big attack in on this, then I won't be able to reinforce it next turn because the supply is too low. So let's just do that. Okay, I think that's about it for North Africa. Now, for the battle here, let's just zoom out a little bit. I'm going to cruise this heavily weakened heavy cruiser back to port. He needs reinforcing, so let's get rid of my weak ones. Oh, well, I think that's about all I actually really want to move back. Now, his aircraft carrier was here. He had a light cruiser that retreated back to here, and I really haven't got anything I can attack it with, so I'm just going to ignore that for now. His aircraft carrier was here, and he had a couple of battleships in these 2 locations. Now, we can't have moved them far because he attacked last turn. So I'm actually just going to go exploring. With my sub. Where did he go? Just going to kind of go over to there and there. Let's just bring my destroyers down. Bring it down to there. No, it doesn't appear to be. So I've searched this entire area and they've gone. I'm going to bring one of my heavy cruisers up and just have a look up in this area. No. No. Where is he? Okay. I am officially very confused because he can't have moved them that far. I really don't understand. Let's just check this area here. Well, I was looking forward to another round of attacks here. And it's not happening. Oh wow, this sucks. This really does suck. So I might as well just start bringing the fleet back for reinforcement. Maybe just put it into cruise mode. Just get some of them back and get them reinforcing, as I don't know where he is. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, folks. Where do you think he's gone and how did he manage to get so far away? Okay, I think that is about all I can do for Italy. I'm going to come back to points, etc. in a moment. Let's just have a quick look up here at Romania. I'm happy enough with their positions for the time being. I think I'll just leave them where they are. And yeah, I'm not going to bother with reinforcements over here just yet. So we'll leave all of those units where they are for now. I will just use my last remaining points to just start reinforcing these up. So that's Germany down to 0. So Italy's going to need some points for reinforcement next turn, both on the navy and the air. So I don't want to throw away and spend too many points on other things just at the moment. Let's have a look at diplomacy. Now the USSR is at 37%. One thing I didn't know is because I invaded Yugoslavia earlier, apparently that caused the USSR to swing 7% towards the Allies. Now I don't know where that's documented. I wasn't aware of that. But anyway, just so you know, that has that in effect. Yeah, I'm not going to do any diplomacy. Italy's got more important things to spend money on. So let's just have a look at Italian research. Well, German research is still plodding along and we're still far away from anything coming through. Italian research, again, similar story, but I really do need to start investing in some of these additional items. It's critical just for their future strength. Now in North Africa, we've got a lot of infantry. At level 1, I can't spend 200 anyway. I've only got 194. Advanced tanks. I've only got 1 tank unit down there. There's Italian. It's going to take a long while to come through as well. I don't have 200 either. Naval weaponry could be a good one. I think at the moment I might just go for naval weaponry. Yeah. Ouch. That leaves me with 19. So that's it. Okay. All right, folks. Well, I think I'm going to end my turn there. Very kind of underwhelming. I was really looking forward to doing some damage in the Med. Okay, let's hand the game back over to Taxman, and I'm going to end the turn here. Okay, destroyers for bases agreement. HMS Lancaster is commissioned in Rosyth. Fantastic. He's got another another vessel. More disruption of my convoys, and that's that submarine we found. And Germany develops advanced tanks level 2. Oh, it's a research breakthrough. Fantastic. Okay. We've only got 449 MPP in Germany this turn and 105 for Italy because we're spending money in Africa. Well, that's it, folks. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. Please, I'm really enjoying all your comments and dialogue with you and all your suggestions and feedback. So keep it coming. Anyway, give me a like, subscribe, and check out my Patreon page. Thanks very much for watching, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.